spiritually mobilized. Cause if we're not organized, we might as well just lose without. Our people are organized, it's our people are well divided. And if we're well divided, Babylon can do us as they like. Organization is the key to a proper mobilization. Morning Stew is the show, forget the people in one accord. Like when we want a strong united front in front of enemy, or when groove on for hold our reverence and praise the Lord. Whether abroad or in our yard, from radio are the same. Organization is the name, centralization is the game. Even though this is no game, it is a crying shame when the people can't even mobilize in a proper way. So we need to organize and start communicate. Lisa love set yourself straight, check out the slate upon the plate. Frisco need to organize and start conceptualize and put the plans in motion so we can start to actualize. Organize, organize, we need to organize. Organization is the key to the building of a station. Organize, organize, it's better for organize. To organize it is the key, just like a proper education. Organize, organize, and make we flex wise. Tell the youth them feel reflect from wrong and heal Selassie. Analyze and organize and spiritually mobilize. We need salvation, no need no mansion in the sky. The Morning Stew, Lisa Love, Groove Master, and Mr. Frisco. Big up 96.5, make me fly. Always make the people organize and centralize and strategically mobilize. Element of surprise. After we don't do no small fries. Watch the rise. Watch Rastafari taking over. Make Babylon turn over. Get run over. Roving with the rover. Organize and centralize. Highly Selassie.
Yeah. What is that? Hump day. It is hump day. Humpity 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 hump. Hump day inside the morning stew, man. Today is the 6th day of November. You're locked into XTV Radio.
Well, it's fitting that it's hump day because the world got screwed last night.
You see that problem?
What?
But the world, that's exactly why America vote how they vote. You know, America, they say, hey, except for we place, you know, we don't believe that we belong to the world. We don't belong to no world. Except for
you know what America they say? You know what America they say? Yo, George Washington started us 200 odd years ago, and Donald Trump destroyed it in 2024.
Well, can't tell that to the majority.
Yeah, well, yo, I gotta tell you something, bro.
Morning, everybody, by the way. That's Steve the Groove. I said, where's Lisa Love?
Mr. Frisco. Lisa Love is trying to get an interview with Donald Trump.
Bigly.
Right?
Bigly.
Well,
but
I think that America, I really think that America's time is running its course, because the things that America embraced yesterday are the exact opposite of what America was intended to be. What they did was they went way back to the 1700s, but you know, to bring up laws to govern people by.
Well, some say that we wait and see if what he said will come.
We have to wait and see. We don't know, bro. You know what's at stake now? You know what's at stake now? What's at stake is that Israel is gonna destroy Gaza. Ukraine.
But let me tell you something, man. Okay, stop right there, pan a point there. Hold on, right pan a point.
Give up territories.
Hold on, right pan a point there. Right there, Gaza. Kamala, at every point when she was asked the question, could not answer a question. So, regardless of how you voted, if you voted Kamala, let's say we just to go up on that one issue. Kamala did not give a straight. Every time she was asked that question, she dodged the question. So they're like, well, vote for Kamala. Vote for Kamala.
What did Trump give?
I know they answer that.
No, I asked you. You said
no. You're saying right. So I'm saying right. You're saying because of what Trump X, Y, Z will happen with Gaza. So the alternative to that was vote for Kamala. But Kamala never answered that question either. Kamala dodged it as if though the status quo will remain. So voting for her, to me, that may make no difference in America's policy.
Yo, do you know that in Georgia, the FBI said that Russia called in a bomb threat on a voting area? Israel, I think that this war got prolonged so much because I believe that Israel realized the divide that this war was causing the foreign, and they figured because Bibi know Trump won't give him free reign. So I believe that they prolonged this war, killing innocent
but Joe
people.
Biden didn't give it free reign. He sit down in a power and still listen. Military thing.
Again, like I was saying, you know, not everybody understands policy.
No, I tell you about that's why. But no, good. But you just say if you may vote for Kamala, let's say Kamala win today. That no may change America's policy on Gaza and Israel.
No, I want to tell you something. I want to tell you, like I said before, they had to speak the way they were speaking because of the election. They couldn't come out and say, "Yeah."
You believe that?
I had to tell you.
All right.
I know the belief. I had to tell you.
You can do it. That your belief.
I'm telling you.
Has America in any time and point in time showed you otherwise? That they're not there with Israel.
Yes. No. That's not what I'm saying, bro. That's not what I'm saying. You know, there's a
what are you saying?
To every now. Well, I can't finish my statement. There's a kickback to everything that is being said. The way how this thing broke down yesterday. Let me see. It broke down like this. Out of white men, 24% of the white men voted for Democrat, 74 voted Republican. Of the white women who's not allowed to have abortion, 31% voted for Democrat, 69 for Trump. Black men.
But that don't matter.
Yeah, exactly. To women. Black men, 81% voted for Kamala. 16% of those house niggas voted for Trump.
You see, and there's why statements like that.
Black women.
Statements like that. No,
women.
I get
Black
that.
women. 90% of black women voted for Kamala. 8% for Trump.
See,
Latino. Latino, whose place we probably live was called garbage. Who are called?
Well, they live in America, you know. They don't live there.
Yeah, who are called garbage.
They don't care about that.
Right.
Yep.
So the question is why?
53% voted for Trump.
Right. Why?
Because Frisco, you know to get it. A lot of people don't want to.
No, you don't get it. The get it is that Trump that is president. That they get
people like. You see, they saying people like Vibes Cartel where they bleach their skin because they hate their color.
No, but good.
A lot of them black people.
No, but you say what you do. You so we are reprimand rather than address the whys, rather than say, well, everybody don't a villain now because they vote for Trump. But how about let me address why? Why this happened?
Let me tell you something, bro. There are some people who understand what the implications of this.
Wait about implications.
There's some people that don't. There are some people that realize the ramification when this guy said the first day I am
Yes, he said it.
I hope they deport the 16%
yes, he said
of black men
right.
vote. You know, I hope he does that. When these people start to run around to try to have abortion because their health is in danger. Right,
group. So what you do right now that's our grapes, but let's address why this happened. What are the issues?
You address it because apparently you know.
No, you just say, oh, because with Trump, let's reprimand everybody rather than look at the issues and say, why did that happen? Why did Trump actually gain ground in the U.S.? He got the popular vote. Why this happened? Rather than say, well, vote for Trump, so you know, house nigga, or vote for Trump, you know, dumb skull, or vote for Trump.
I know I try to make up no other reason. That's the reason.
Okay, well,
this happened because people fall in love with their masters.
Okay.
When you dislike yourself and people to tell you, yo, I want to screw you, and you say, well, I'll do it, I'll vote for you anyway. You don't want to fool. There is nothing else you could say about it.
I think there
Somebody to tell you what they do to you, and you say, well, I dealt with you. You don't want to fool.
Well, there are other issues as well as like, because the losing crowd had a part to play. They had a part to play, and I think they need to do their groundwork. Because there's everything in politics, and not just where they sit on TV and the spin. Because you could watch one spin, you could watch the other spin, and you believe which spin you want. But on the ground, I think couple of things. I remember now that. You're the incumbent, so everything where to go wrong, you represent. Just like in every election, right? If the Belize are there, and the UDP they in, and things are to go good, then issues they will come for hand to when election time. Kamala no come out of the blue sky. She represent the status quo. That one. Two, then throw she in last minute. Trump, they sing the same story from 2016. Right? So how much years that rhetoric there and the fear tactic? Trump win on fear tactics.
Exactly.
And I think right, but the Democrats they got a role to play that they never do their homework, and they never do their homework good.
You see what happened with UDP? It's the same type of thing that's going on. Once you have dissension in your ranks, there's nothing that you could really
I don't know about all of dissension.
Once you have dissension in your ranks, there's
well, I don't know about no dissension in no ranks. I know that they have a role to play, and they never do enough.
Yo, bro, nobody, I think, living on a time when they say everything is going perfect.
Right. No, go perfect. Right.
Everybody always say, yo, things aren't working correct for me. But anybody, I know, Frisco, you know something, bro? Yeah. And we shouldn't even waste 5 minutes on this. Because, my opinion, for the next 4 years, there's a dark cloud all across the planet. I don't think that nobody is sure what their next step or their move is going to be. And I see people on Facebook, they post, oh, a miracle took place and nobody knows.
Well, not a personal view, right? But at the end of the day...
What that miracle, what this proved to me, the evangelicals played a big part in a Trump again. Religion, I don't feel, has ever been good on this planet. Religion brought lone war, lone hatred, lone separation.
The top topics, the top punching points according to the way they, everybody where they analyze or they go on. The first topic was democracy, however you view democracy. The second hot topic was cost of living. Mm-hmm. The third topic was abortion. Yeah. And the last topic immigration, 10%. So that when I say the second subject, the cost of living, I think where they on the ground where people feel, people say, hey, if rent gone up, price going at the shop and everything is sky high, how would they feel? Kamala sit down on that. She represent that, and people is, in some places, right, especially in swing states, there's 7 swing states. I think they never do enough. Trump gain ground. How you gain ground? How somebody so polarizing gain ground?
Because there are people defending him out there, making it look like he's normal.
Yes, but still, so you have
what's the reason why? So there is a reason why. You got to people like stupid Frisco.
No, but then
you have. Listen to me. Donald Trump inherited Barack Obama's economy. So while he was in for the first 3 years, Barack Obama's economy carried over Trump. When Trump last year, he started to blow the economy. But because the people who got sense, we are normally more passive and we don't have to holler. The ones who don't have no teeth and live in a trailer park and hate their skin color, they're not the loud ones. They're not the one when okay. You make a America is white. But America is white.
Right.
No matter what anybody feel, Americans feel that the country is white. That's why you say everybody in America have their classification. Your black Americans, your
so why you expect anything different?
Everybody got their classification because you don't a citizen. No mean that you want to get the same treatment as one white American.
But I say, okay, you see, and there's a reason why the Democrats lose. Because if you fail to address the problems, you want to lose by thinking that everybody just want to vote because Trump, quote unquote, have racist tendencies and all of that. And if you think you may win just on that, that's why you lose, because you fail to address the other issues with the panic ground. If you fail to face the issues there with the panic ground, if you missed it, and you stuck in the individual who is Trump rather than some of the policies that are Kamala, then that's why you lose so bad.
Yo, my boy, but what I'm saying, the reason why I'm saying, and I can't get over it, I know I said stupid, I want to say stupid. The reason why is because the economy is booming. Unemployment is down.
Again,
the thing is, it's just that inflation is worldwide.
Yes.
But those jawbone feel like that Kamala that caused inflation.
Groove, you have Belize, Groove, we talk right now. The ruling party that Belize could get voted out because cost of living so high. What are we talking about? Make it be real.
Yo, the cost of living, you see, there's a difference. The cost of living in a Belize is high. But what make it worse is the gouging.
Yes, but gouging to go on there too. That gouging to go on there. But if you feel fair, address it. If you feel fair, address it.
Very glad. I figure you must have played devil's advocate again. So
no.
Because I cannot believe that you do not see the ramifications of it.
But they say, you tell you what you're going to do.
Exactly.
So in the middle, you tell you what I do, and people say, okay. There has to be something deeper down where they say, why was that?
This is what they want.
Right. Why people want that other than where you may bring? You have to start to face the fact that why people want me to bring that where the people want here.
When America was founded, they were divided on slavery. So they wrote the Constitution in a way so that they could address that eventually, and they did. But when America was founded, it was a racist country. It was a stolen country. America was created, the great city on the hill, and as they evolved, they removed some of that racism on paper, but the racism still remained under the bottom. And all the other politicians who came in, they might have been. We had Strom Thurmond was very, very racist, but there was a diplomatic way to be a racist back then. When Trump came in, he opened up a wound. The world looked at it and said, "Oh, America made a mistake. That they're gonna correct it." You know, they voted in Trump. They realized he was a jawbone and they voted him out. So when he was running again, the world did look and say, "Well, America made a mistake. They adjust their thing and they get rid of Trump." But what they didn't realize was America deep down was a racist. They hate women, you know, to have rights. They don't like immigrants. And that's why I am saying, bro, I can't look at the minorities that voted for Trump no other way than call them a jawbone. If on the on my page,
well, the minorities are minorities.
Black on yourself, far from my page, you guys don't really want to talk.
But at the end of the day, again, failure to address the real problem. No matter how you think about it, yeah, 2024.
Like if everybody wrong you, they drop down from COVID, and we'd expect my PSA to tell you what to do for COVID, and everybody drop down. You know what to do?
The politics, no, brother. How politics work? If you fail to address
what
it,
they tell me is that there are racist people. There's a majority of racist people. I see a guy put up one comment, white yardie. I have the map of the United States. He says, "See all the place we mark red? Go around then there." He says, "When you go to foreign now, just go there and leave blue that spots." Because anybody with sense realize what this means.
But we could simplify it and say that, right? And yes, that's the easiest thing for we say, and yes, there are other tendencies. But the Joe Biden, I mean, the president.
Yeah.
Right?
My boy.
No. You understand?
As you said.
Right? Joe Biden, I mean, the president, and they gain grounds in a certain things, and then over your run, you will lose ground.
Yeah.
In a politics, you have to address why you lose ground. You can't just simplify it and say, "Oh, everybody racist." And that's why. But then tell me that then they might never get in. So you have to do something wrong. You have failed to do something why you lose ground in the places you had ground.
What they did wrong, and this was not just the Democrat, it's the media houses, the way how they deal with Trump. If they interviewed Kamala and she gave one questionable answer, they are run with it and thing. If they interview Trump and Trump say, "I'm going to deport all the Muslims, I'm going to ship out 100 million people in at the first," they say, "Oh, that's just Trump being Trump." They handle Trump like what he says no mean nothing. And because of that, people, I like when people talk about Trump in a comedy.
Okay,
because it's the best comedy, but no.
But can you say that? Can it be that some of the policies where the Democrats they push that way people never want to hear? I tell you this like last year.
Okay,
while you find Trump, so because there was a vote about the abortion in many states, and many of the women in other states voted for women's rights for abortion, but still voted for Trump.
Yes, sheep.
See again, if you keep not addressing that people actually have concerns, then they are staying in the losing column. They are staying. If elections of political parties win, and you lose, and you have to go back to the table and find out why you lose. You can't simplify it and say, "Oh well, whole America racist."
Bro. I mean, what are you going to look at? Trump won on lies. He won on
right. So there you go. So he did a better job at the fair tactic than the Democrats did at addressing those fair tactics.
Because he's been doing it for 9 years.
Right, and they sat down and didn't do their groundwork. That's politics.
Because, you know what happened? Everybody looked at Trump like a bumbling fool.
Right, Elliot.
And Trump bumbled his way into the White House. I had to tell you, bro. Really.
That's a bumble, brother. The majority, like, say, next.
I live the Belize now. There was a time when I could have become a citizen and I did not want to because at the time I was a Republican, but I saw what was happening and I said, I don't want to be a part of this. And I'm glad I'm not a citizen of the United States right now because I would be ashamed. If I am a black person or a minority that voted for Trump, I would be ashamed of yourself because you betrayed your people and you betrayed your culture and you have no pride in yourself. You make yourself look small when somebody they kick you up and they box you up and they spit on you and you still love them.
One student says it could be as simple as America not ready for a woman president, much less for a black woman president. I mean, I could see that, and I could also see that. Remember, she was dumped in. She was dumped in there.
No.
You know,
Yeah. I believe that people know it wasn't like you did not know the two candidates. But again, like I'm saying, I don't think that this was ever a race between Trump and Kamala. This was a race between dictatorship and democracy because everything that America was founded on, Trump is against. America's enemies were Russia, China.
what is on?
North
Something is
Korea.
on there.
Now discern with this clear
Mhm.
What is that? Somebody have something on.
Yeah, I heard some lady.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah,
to
well-
if Trump then done to listen to it already.
At the end of the day, you know, the people vote and you can't go against if the majority they tell you, again, if you
It's their
fail,
country.
some people fail to say that, yes, while people willing to overlook the individual Trump because of they might not agree with the policies of the other side. How about that? Could it be that they just not deal with some of the policies where the other side bring?
Where you say again, you have to understand what the policies are. What the policies were that they had this infrastructure bill that Trump couldn't do that Biden did. The economy was way higher under Biden than Trump. The 401ks were way better under Biden than Trump.
So good when you read it.
The lowest. Well, I know the read. I know it.
Well, I mean,
unemployment was the lowest in years. So the message, there was nothing about the policies. What happened was
Well, you said that.
two wars happened.
Mm-hmm.
One war with Russia and the Ukraine, where Trump and the MAGA was on Russia's side. First time in American history, America sided with Russia. Well, MAGA sided with Russia. Then you had Israel attack Gaza. And right away, the Jews start to watch the Biden administration know what we want to do. So there was a very tricky tightrope. Like
there are four major policies: democracy, cost of living, the abortion issue with the Roe v. Wade, and immigration. Those are the four
common
major
sense.
issues.
Then common sense, democracy. Who do you think promote democracy? The party that says we can't do what we want to do it on a body,
Well,
or the party that says do what we want to do it on a body? You see, that is a democracy. When somebody tell you what you can do, that's not a democracy.
so guess what?
But
I think
these
the
people
Democrats
are
can't.
nuts.
The Democrats can't go back in with that point of view. They don't have to go back in thinking we have to restructure how you send out your message. Because
the
if
guy that
you
do the
go
Republicans
if
do,
you go
and
by
just
that,
start to lie.
you lose again.
You had to just start to lie
Well-
and start to call people racist.
I think
things.
there were things that they didn't do.
Like?
Just simply watching the debate, they did not go in on the issue like they mentioned it and then they just left it that Trump shut down the bill. They said it a few times, but they did not make that a punching point.
Well,
so
like I said.
they failed, and Trump won the image wars, and he
Yeah.
ran unfair.
Yeah.
And to me, the Democrats failed with
Yeah,
saying,
that's
"Yo,
what-
but
and
that you
that's
did
why-
it." I'm going in. They sing that song there, and they allowed him to say that. And Kamala, face to face with Donald Trump, did not rebut.
Yep, I agree.
When they had that
completely
debate.
because, yeah, I think the Democrats popped down like that, but I believe that the Democrats gave the majority of Americans more credit than they would do. But I tell you, Americans, when you get ready to be the laughing stock of the world again, when the president, where they crap up in their pants, they put on makeup, want to be the laughing stock once more, and the rest of the world want to be on needles and pins, thanks to...
Well, I guess they're saying, well, you know about the world thing with America.
Exactly.
We are the world. And the time that was then they say. Then they say, okay, we never about where we know this. No, because this is not who know this are we. We the vote for where we want to vote for. We know if we president look like a bumbling idiot. we the vote for the policies and where we think best we and that way then they say they never about the world.
And well, you just gotta wait.
Yeah, you gotta, that's what it is.
What can you do?
Yep.
You see, all right, Castelli, with number 2 fan. You say, what makes you think Harris would do a better job? The economy is bad in the Rust states. Yeah, well, then get some rust remover, I don't know.
No, but that was a thing that somebody, I was listening to some of the analytics, and they're saying down in some of the hard top states, hard hat states, people struggle. While it sounds like inflation, they don't when they say it overall, in some of the key battleground areas, people take lick in the ground, on the ground, and then they blame the current administration for it. Then they say, yo, when I go out of the store, in Vegas, the rent, everything that's gone sky high, cost of living gone sky high. They know the feel where then they say, oh, everything hunky and dory. In some of the battleground states, and they say, yo, then they take a lick. People vote for where affect them. I mean, you know, while we see the overall picture, we step on the outside looking in. You know, he's a polarizing guy. But something of a really wrong when you vote in the polarizing guy, so hand over fist.
They don't know no better.
I know. Just you can't just simplify that like that because the party where I try to go back in will stay out if they look on it like that. They will stay out for the next umpteen years if you look on it and say, well, American people fool. Boy, better try to get back in the power. I say we like that, so, right? We vote out, and the ruling party could they in for God knows the next 10 years.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something, bro. Again, everything happened for a reason. And I think that the reason why this happened for me was because I realized how much idiot friends and family I have. There were people around me that I thought were, decent people, but what I realize now, a lot of these people that jawbone that I really don't want to have anything to do with and it's not about politics, it's about ideology. Because if your ideology make you feel comfortable in supporting a rapist, a racist, idiot, all that, then you are not the kind of person I want to hang with. You go in your own hole and deal with your own racism and your own self-hate and whatever it is you have to struggle with, you deal with that. But
it's a telling tale, but it's a telling tale.
Yeah, it is. It's
a telling tale, and I believe that I think the Democrats, rather than Trump, I think they failed. Rather than he won, I think they failed. I mean, the Kamala movement, when she got injected in there, and they said, oh, okay, Biden can't handle it. The last debate, he totally lost it, and the injection of Harris. While there was an energy, I don't think the time enough.
Yeah.
She wasn't the top candidate.
We came on here and we said that.
Right, the time enough to build the support. And so while they made it sit down and they lose ground in the battle states, when she did come in and then, okay, here's the energy now, it kind of too late. The people that analyze anything, they tell her Trump, then they ain't got any people for the last 10 years, they work in a place to get people out. While Biden made sit down there thinking that we could just come back and win. Then he tell you the Trump people and they got people that work for the for and then lose. They got people that work in their state there. And it show that why they lose so much ground and he gain so much ground. The tail in the work where they do. So, while Trump again that is polarizing figure upon the ground. Different thing they play out. I think they lose it rather than he win it. I think they lose it. I really think they lose it. I think if Kamala had 4 years Right, these are 4 years for say campaign for her thing. I think she come in last minute and then they try to disassociate herself from what was Biden. And some people just not happy with Biden.
I don't understand again. Again, it's perception. Because my perception is that people, you know how when you look at kids and say, don't worry about they only a picnic, something like that. They don't know better, they only a picnic. That's the way that the media handled Trump. And the media made Trump seem almost not dangerous. Because the thing that Trump was saying would have disqualified any other normal person running for president. Anybody would have disqualified them. But because Trump had his trailer park TV fan following, that grew. They were voting for a TV star. And even though they saw that this guy screwed up the economy at first and then lied about it, I mean, Trump are the kind of guy who tell his sheeps that they right there, the people on their foot and they tell them it's snowing. And they want to believe and they feel they had people on their foot and they believe it is snow. So, I don't care what people say. For the next 4 years, a lot of things going to happen. I hope that it happens to the one that voted for this guy. Because there are...
Well, the majority,
many,
so, I mean, whatever happened, they will happen, right? And
there
the
are many
told.
people out there that feel very disheartened right now, that's unsure what direction this world wants to take. Those are the sensible
People don't
ones.
even know their status.
Yeah, those are the sensible ones.
But let me ask you this. This come up in my mind. When was the big Belize migration, if you want to call it that, into the U.S.? Was that like
in the 60s?
Right.
In the 60s.
That in the heart of racism. So why black Belizeans made a run for go to America in the heart of racism when the racism is there at one of its highest peaks?
Because we never had TV back then, and everybody tell me how the streets were lined with gold. They tell me how the streets were lined with gold, and you could walk down the street and pick up gold and diamonds they had for light bulb.
Well,
so
I don't know. Well, they had that Belize too, I guess. I guess we had that Belize too. So, I mean, it's a, listen to me. Remember when Trump, you have to give him an way too, because the man, when he lost, even the Democrats made it look for dump him out and couldn't. Why? Because he still had the support.
Blocked him.
No.
Of the Republicans in the Senate.
No, listen to me. He still had the support of the people. And when you got the support of the people, you could say Rome and Jerome. At one point, they were like, oh, well, we have to move on from Trump. You remember that? Remember facts was we had to move on. And when they got back to the people.
When the Democrats say, when Trump did what he did because he had senators and congressmen.
No man, listen to what he said, man.
His message.
No man, listen to what he said. And he said when he lose, the Republicans when they try to get rid of his own party, you remember that?
Only four.
That was a narrative, like, but when he got back to the people, they couldn't get rid of the man because the people still made the follower.
My boy, again. Trump got in on a TV star.
Yes, you know all of that.
And what happened? The politicians, the Republicans, they became scared to say anything against Trump because Trump may have suck his dogs on him.
But they did.
So they shut up. And they didn't say anything. And eventually they realized I need to start to support. So when you have the people in a government that tell you that they don't play what this guy did, and you don't have no teeth in your mouth, and you don't live in a trailer park, you won't believe anything.
Yeah, bypass my point though. My point was when he lost and was losing, and all the candidates they lose. There was a push from the Republicans, Fox TV of all of them, including with the one in here with the southern accent.
I know about
all of them at one point when he lost, and after the January 16th, well, we have to move on from Trump. And there was a move to move on, but you can't move on for somebody who still got the support of the people. And he showed that he got the support of the people. And they have to fall back in line.
When they tried to move on from Trump, Trump sicked his masses on him.
You
Like
got to
when they
support
try
the
to-
people. At that point, where they
when they
make.
try- you stick your people. Yeah. That's
You,
why they
yeah,
try to
right.
kill
So
Nancy
I try to get rid of you, but you still got the
But-
power, and so you have to fall back in line.
Yeah.
Graham, Lindsey,
Well,
Graham, all of them
it's
up there.
so-
Lindsey, Graham, all of them up there. Oh, we'll have to move on for Trump, blah, 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 blah.
Oh, Lindsey Graham. Yeah, who you talk to Lindsey
Well,
Graham?
they know the one that be up there to make
Last
noise,
week.
or they know the vociferous one there, want to make a lot of noise.
Yes.
But I'm just saying, right? At one point in the Bible, the time to get rid of Trump, no, he lost. And he showed them that you can't get rid of me so easy.
Yeah, I'm like a malignant tumor.
I fall back in line. They fall right back in line.
That's the way we should do politics now, I guess.
No, I mean, hey, it's a telling story. The American people love Trump.
That's the story you get from it?
That's the bottom line in today's headlines. Americans love Trump.
The headline should be Americans are racist.
Regardless of whatever reason, they love Trump.
Americans are racist.
Yeah, I mean, whatever reason under the sun you could find. Why?
Watch
Like,
any other Belizean, whether any other minorities, when you better go eat fast because pretty soon you know I see whites only sign and you can't go in at any kind of place. If you got any barrel, I think we want to send a Belize do it before January because after that we don't know where the hell will happen.
Yeah, one thing by politics not run pan any feelings, politics run pan where you win. So, hey, Trump the man groove come here. I like, yo, watch this, man. Like, who don't believe that? I had to watch it groove and I like, boy, I can't believe that out there.
I know, right?
I like, boy,
Yeah.
that's a telling tale. That's a telling. When I turn on the TV and I see Kamala stuck at 91 and he weighed at 177,
Yeah.
I'm like, yo.
Like I said, I draw the same similarities. You have a band of misguided people get together and change the direction of a party or a nation. You know, happens all over the world. And what happened, a long time ago, a few years ago, we had mentioned something to the effect that there's a vibe that the planet work with, and if you start spreading good vibes, eventually and take over. But there's a bad vibe going around the planet for a while. A lot of these countries, they're leaning towards that right-wing way of thinking. We don't want nobody here. And that's a very funny thing because America is saying, we don't want nobody here. But still then they throw money out of we to take everybody where they try to get today. We don't want nobody here neither. We don't want nobody here neither. So, I mean, the hypocrisy, bro, the childish blindness, how this guy got in, is just ridiculous. But I don't waste my time on that.
You gotta go to break. Trump is
right.
Trump is other thing. Who would have done? Hey, and not just win, Groove. Overwhelming win.
Yeah, it was a good win. When you look at the map, you could see exactly how racist America is.
Well,
and
whatever you come up with, whatever conclusion you come up with,
red means danger. You gotta stay away from those red states.
How the other side want to figure that out.
The one thing I've always
they want to figure out how they are.
Yeah, California and
New York.
California and New York are the two states where I figure if go there when you go that far and you really go that far, you could train Chicago too. But they voted with sense.
Yeah, I still believe you know your battlegrounds and you never do your homework. That way I believe. When you lose ground, you never do your homework. You allow the sinister to come in.
In the Geneva Convention, which is rules for engagement in wars, there are certain rules where even in a war you can't do. You can't shoot a soldier with a 50 cal gun. If you see people coming down on a parachute, you should not shoot them. And what happened was, I believe that the Democrats were playing under the rules of the Geneva Convention, and the Republicans then just was, throwing every Hail Mary lie that they could give to their followers. And the thing is, the followers, pat on themselves
they
on
just
the back
didn't.
and
They
say,
just
"Me."
didn't do enough, though. I think they sat on their butt for too many years, and Trump made it, and his movement made it gain ground. That
like
politics
saying-
101. You got to get out there
that's
to the people.
That's like saying that Jesus didn't do enough.
I know where boy kind of thing. They listen to politics
to me,
now. You
that's
got to
like,
get on the ground.
Jesus never did enough, so they crucified him. It's
Well,
not
I
that he
didn't talk about
didn't
no
do
Jesus.
enough.
I talk
He
about-
did enough. He did enough, but the people did not want to accept him.
Now you don't want to accept that the Democrats never do enough for win.
Yo, bro, I think
I think it is that like we say we hope that everybody may just look for Trump as one individual and just vote out. Meanwhile, that's not how politics work. Politics don't work like that.
I never felt that Trump was just an individual, but I felt that more than 50% of the United States population had enough sense to realize what a threat Donald Trump is. But I believe that people still don't believe what a threat Donald Trump is.
They probably don't. And the people
but
who
you know what happened, bro? This is where you wish you were proven right. I wish they
would. Hey, time will tell, right?
They get laid off. I wish they get deported.
Time will tell.
They have problem when they go to the hospital.
I know. But if you look back and just analyze, if you do this for education purposes and just analyze something, it's fair to analyze something and say why X, Y, and Z happen. And I think that the proper thing for do. To analyze why somebody so polarizing got voted in so overwhelmingly. There has to be a tale. There has to be a rationale. You have to break that down. You have to figure it out. You can't just simplify it and say, well, all America racist, that's why I win. When they say, you got some bread and butter issues where they roll up on the ground, and if you fail to address them bread and butter issues, you're going to find yourself out of power. And I think the Democrats, they fail. They think they over when Biden made a run. We just got the glimpse when they pushing out and hurry pushing Kamala, whatever he named there. And then there was a movement, but I think the movement made too late. The all the groundwork me done get do over the last 10 years. For where everybody say right, like how they analyze it. You gotta get on the ground. Politics don't work, but I think you gotta get the ground people have to move, just like that believes or anywhere in the world how politics work.
It don't matter.
Huh?
I say it don't matter.
Yeah, if you fail to go in at their communities there and address them people thing. And then not just here, you have the Senate where they get the majority of the people where they vote for. They vote out the blue senators there.
Mm-hmm.
The people are no right. So something wrong with how they approach this election. Something drastically wrong.
When again, make no sense going through it again. When you look at the Trump policies and when you look at the Republican policies and the Democratic policies, it should have been a shoo-in.
Okay.
But again,
trying to lose, guys.
No. When you think about policies like ending abortion, when you think about policies like ending health care and they don't even have a semblance of a plan, when you think about tariffs on, you know what a tariff is? A tariff is a tax on the citizens. They are going to be paying, and when you think of all of that, an economist said that that's going to add $7 trillion more than the Harris plan. It doesn't come down to policy, bro. It comes down to how much sheep you could get behind you. I don't care what anybody said.
Okay.
It comes down to how many idiot you could convince that that rain is the rain and I know people. It's beautiful sunshine and I know fire there and they're behind right now. As long as you could convince them of that, you could get in.
No, we'll wait
because if you open your eyes and you look at policies and you look at things, you realize, there's two stark choices.
Well, again, I've seen never enough because people voted otherwise. So failure to see the obvious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when I was in the military, we knew that who our enemies are. Under Trump, the enemies that we knew were our enemies, that Trump them ballet. That Trump them ballet.
That's true too. That's true.
This is not America anymore. I'm telling you. This is not America.
Right.
Everything that Trump and MAGA believes in goes against
So
everything that America stands for.
right, and so why is it that people still overwhelmingly?
I keep telling you, Frisco, there's an underlying racism
We know
and
that.
stupidity running
You
through
know that,
America.
but then you say other Latino voters,
Well, Latino people think they're white. Latino people think they're
well,
white. You know that on
again, you know
that on official.
I don't know how
farms
Democrat,
that
I
foreign-
don't know how thing, but when you analyze
You know
it,
that on official farms that foreign next to Latino, it says white. Or you could check white. A black person can't check white.
Yeah,
One
but-
Indian can't check white. A Latino could check white. So they are already delusion. I think that.
well, again, but good, as a politician, as a Democrat, when we re-seek office, that don't know how you want to view them people there. You can't just write off people, because you look for come back in office. Your job that for come back. And you have to analyze. Your point of view, but I'm saying overall, and what I did, we tried to just analyze where they go on. And they have to analyze it, because they have to go right back to the same people.
Yeah.
I try to get a vote in the next 4 years. So you can't say, well, all Latino people are that think they're white. So don't worry about it. The next 4 years that the same thing will happen. No, they have to go down there, find the people there and find out why they vote like that, and try to get
the
them
one
back.
who think they're white and avoid those.
You can't avoid.
Colville says this was a good old boy election. People from the hills, mostly country folks. Now let the lynching begin.
Yeah,
Yes. Very
well, hey, it is what it is. We gotta take a break though, man. On a hump day. Yeah.
Let's get some water in our system.
Water.
You want some Gramaxone?
You want Bromoxone in your system?
I tell you.
It's a boy. We'll be right back. Get down to business. It's hump day. We be hopping. Welcome back to XTV and Creme Radio. Couple of reminding you that we're still in the Creme Advertiser special. We're in November, so you have roughly 3 more weeks. Take advantage of the $99 Advertiser special.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'll go on this weekend because we're in, we're getting close to the 19th as well. What's jumping off? I see there's a pageant afoot.
There's the National Miss Garifuna pageant.
Okay, when is this?
Saturday in Belmopan.
Okay, this Saturday right here.
9.
There it is.
We're going to be bringing it to you live.
Live.
Nice.
All right, so who we have? We have 6 young ladies.
6 young ladies vying for the title.
Mm-hmm.
We have from Belize City, we have, I know from PG Sembite, Dangrigo, of course, Hopkins this year.
Okay, let me see. What are those names?
Yeah, I was meant to see the names, man.
Man, you got it right in your thing, my jig. Where is it?
So it's charging. My jig is
let me try to
charging.
grab the names here. I don't know if I can get it correct. Jalen Sabal.
Yeah, we have from
Belize City.
Belize City, Jalen Sabal. From Dangriga, Trinity Pasquale.
Mm-hmm.
From Belmopan, Ithamar Cho.
Mm-hmm.
From St. Bite, Adriana Palacio. From PG, Darina Ramos. And from Hopkins, Kyla Williams.
Kyla.
Kyla.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very good. Very good. Belmopan Civic Center.
Yes.
Yeah.
Vying for the title of Miss Garifuna Belize pageant.
So this is the national pageant, by the way. So these young ladies here are already queens in their constituency.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's
Very
the best
good.
of the best going up.
Doesn't say it. Well, good luck to all you fine young ladies.
Of course.
and we hope you have fun. And don't forget, there is never a loser.
You're
these
already
things.
winners.
Mm-hmm.
So this budget will be totally Garifuna, the music, the presentation, every single thing. The talent would be a part of the culture.
Of course, of course.
I'll be working with CY.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a
Two queens presenting the pageant.
Darina Ramos from Paini, Adriana Palacio from Simbaitu. So each, there will be 6 judges. Each contestant will have a judge, but when it's your turn to do whatever it is on stage, your judge cannot vote. So the 5 other judges will vote.
Interesting. Okay.
Very good.
You
Very
can
good.
vote for your contestant or delegate, whichever one they want to say.
All right. There's more information coming out of the precedent-setting case where some $25,000 was awarded to Shamar Foster.
Mm-hmm.
A little more information was given. They say it's a precedent-setting scenario.
Okay.
Yes. Did someone? Okay.
Hmm?
You know, this morning I had at about 5 o'clock a long conversation with a very noted person who asked to be remain nameless,
Anonymous?
but she was talking about that exactly.
5 o'clock in the morning?
We'll get a
Yeah,
phone,
you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says, let me see, one bright spot of news yesterday in the Jewel, and do feature it on the Stew. It's the breaking constitutional rights of citizens to record police officers.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, I thought we could do that. She said, what young Leslie has done is actually remarkable. She said you could do it, but it's the first time any court in the Caribbean has said it is a constitutional right.
There you go.
This is seminal. It means this right is grounded in your fundamental rights and freedoms. It is guaranteed and protected by the highest law. In other words, more than mere law, it's protected and inalienable right via the right of freedom of expression and of speech. It is, you know, as you said, it's a truly massive and done because of a 19-year-old was chanced and beaten, you know. So, yeah, that is a very, very noted thing. It is your inalienable right.
Couple of things with that too as well. While you do have a right, and there are circumstances where it's still not a free-for-all. I mean, if you're the victim, if you're the person in question, then and you have and it's something of that nature, like a pullover and stop, like we see in the U.S., and you can activate a camera and video, as long as you know, assault the police, because that one quickly go the other way.
Yeah.
Also, people who the passers-by and bystanders and onlookers, you can video.
You're in public.
You can video. But what you will hear all the time is, do not get in the space. You can video, but you can't be all up in this. If the police, they deal with...
yeah, you got to be away from the scene.
Right.
So
you're in the middle of doing your duty. You as a bystander can't be up in the space with your camera. You could there at a distance with your camera.
Yeah.
But not make your right turn wrong when you want the right
Close
close up to the
enough to see their
police
face,
with
though.
camera in their face. That the fire. like
Close
that young
enough to
lady,
zoom
so
in
he
and
has
see
back.
their face.
Huh?
I say you need to be close enough to zoom in and see their face, but not on top of them while they
Hey, every
perform
camera
their
right
duty.
now that HD.
Zoom in. That's
Zoom
right.
in. Yeah, I don't
That's
feel
right.
camera like back in the day. But what I'm saying is, so yeah, what was also said was that it has to become a policy. And the word used is operationalizing it, in the sense that they have to make it so. And there has to be a clear discussion between the higher ups and the policemen and women on the beat, because you can't tell people they could do it, and then and Mendes says it's a dangerous thing if you do not make it so, because you're telling people that they could, and then you're not making sure that the officers adhere to it.
Well, $25,000.
Right. So no, but you could put people in danger in a sense that you tell people you have the right to do it, and then some police get out there and overhype, inflict damage or wounds or injury to an individual.
Come on, Frisco. You know what NYPD do? Every morning they have one briefing.
She's saying it's dangerous to tell people they could do something, and then when they go out there, tell the officers that people have a right to do so. But also, like what I just said, people also have to realize, and I think maybe she missed that part, that yes, you could video, but you can't in the space if the police are doing their work.
Yeah, well, I don't think that nobody believe they're going right.
Well, yes, people do, because I say, young lady, me get your phone slap right out of your hand, because she wasn't the person that was being apprehended, and she the all up in their face and space with the phone.
Yeah, well, a person like that can be arrested.
Right.
For,
so that's why they tell her. So we just, I think there's a whole public discourse and information about this precedent-setting scenario, so that people know when they could do and when they can't do, and not go out there to guess.
Yeah, but I am pretty sure, bro, and I have seen it many times on TV. When the police come in, not just clock in, put on a uniform and go, They have to go, a briefing where the sergeant or whoever tell them, all right, today, this is how they go out, where they look for this, and whatever. And not forget, people could videotape, That's our thing where, they're the first one we should know that.
The female police officer just, 2 weeks ago, they tell her, you can't video me. So obviously she never get the memo. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I'm saying it's dangerous. Quick call on this issue. Cremelo.
Hello.
Yeah, what up?
Yeah, Stu. And I think with that case, right, about time somebody, they set on precedence, but when it comes to the things, my only concern is the fact that I would say, the officers, they should somehow pay some part of that, because obviously, it falls on the big and
that's what I'm saying, yep.
So that's the sad part about that. But it's good now. And one second topic, right? That the US elections, we could say a lot about it. But one thing I know affect Belize, and I hope that the commissioner, the minister, and the prime minister, they prepare for it. That a lot of guys want to come back. A lot of kind of guys. And so we will have again some players from the streets of Belize where really and truly not have no intent for being nice. So I would hope that they look for that, because it will happen, that's for sure now. And the last thing, Steve, I know you're not like Trump, man, but you're kind of me make the man, for the call people me, man. Thing at the end of the day, right? That Belize we live, right? And so when I say the fascist, and I hear the statistical institute, I hear how good the economy and everything, but we on the ground feel it, right? So just bear in mind that a lot of things you read, and then they say how good the economy is and all of this. The people, and again, remember, this man now get the popular vote.
Do you know what the macro and the micro economy is, bro?
Now who feels it knows it, right? And like what first coming allude to about the 60s or 70s when we had mass migration, right?
Lawyer device.
This man is defending vote. This man is defending vote.
I listen to half radio, but the last thing I want to say is that, like, back in the days when time we go mass migration, racism was heavy.
Yeah.
But we still had a lot of people when they go, and the only reason I could think about it was that they could find a better living. Never mind people they cuss there, they segregate there, but they song basically belong to money. I can get more money.
Was better.
And right now, that's the same thing. The people there, obviously, they vote because the economy was the number one issue, no?
The second issue. That was the second issue.
Second one, yeah.
Well,
close second.
Right?
Close second. One of them 38 and one of them 35% of the.
Which one of me the number one?
what is democracy on a whole as people's view of democracy.
Okay. Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is though that who feels it knows it. So we might look upon people and say, oh, to make the wrong decision and thing. But we know they live it. You could have family and friends maybe we're not in that category. One tell you why the economy maybe is good for them, and I just like how I believe we could find people and then say why things good for me, but for the masses, it's not good. And remember, the majority has spoken, right? So for the calling names and things, that's what Trump do, right? Like, you know.
Now you vote for Randall. Trump could do it, but I can't do it.
You never accept the last time when the majority voted against him, right? So the majority voted for him this time. So we have to accept that. The whole
how could you tell me not to call him names when Trump called everybody?
Not him. He said you to call people who vote for him.
People who voted.
Yeah, well, every monkey fit in one barrel.
Group strong in I feeling, so yeah.
Every monkey fit in one barrel.
You don't like the orangeness.
But thanks to the
I don't like the mentality of the people that support Trump.
Yeah.
Let's be very clear. I don't like the orangeness indeed, but equally, I don't like the ideology of the people that support Trump. We could still be friends. We could still talk, but you will always, in my mind, be less evolved than regular people. I don't know, bro. It's just the way how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, America got a place with millions of people, and everybody got their own slant. As to why they want to do something.
I know.
I mean, tell you already, like some people really against, some people willing to bypass everything else, because I don't like that issue. I'm willing to bypass, and that upon me, and you could call me goat, sheep, whatever you want to call me. I just to be generalized. I feel like this issue affect me, and so because this issue they affect me, and I feel so strongly about it, I can't give the other person my vote.
And that's why
you can call me anything, but that's how I feel, and that's you know.
That's why I believe that those two wars going on affected the party. But again, something. I blame.
You fail to realize that we call this.
Yeah, I don't blame Trump. Trump is doing what an a-hole does. That's what an a-hole. So I don't blame Trump. I look at the people that follow an a-hole, and I wonder, well,
but it's still about the fact that people have issues where they panic ground where they feel passionate about, and while
this issue will take America.
Say, well, Trump, that is so idiot guy, but this I can't support.
Yeah, I know. Right? This definitely carry us a few steps closer to fascism and Marxism and Nazism.
Let's say, Trump only got one more term to serve, and then the next person comes in. The Democrats have to say, we are continue push their issues down them people's throat, or no?
Well, I hope that J.D. Vance hurry up and start to serve. Take out how you want.
All right, what else? There was maybe this might be a top of the day. Did we do it yesterday?
No.
Jasmine Bellini, Coast Guard Lieutenant Commander, graduated top honors from the World Maritime University in Malmö, Sweden.
Nice.
Masters of Science degree in Maritime Affairs. Who knew? And she was recognized as the top academic student for her cohort in the Maritime Education and Training Specialization. Awarded the Chancellor's Award, which was presented by the Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization. That she accomplished a whole lot of things. Honored with the Kalmar Award for Role Models. Oh my goodness, hold on.
Very good. What are you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? They deserve one of this.
Morning Stew, oh yeah.
That's not it. Better my left hand. Oh, come on, Christy. Better my left hand. But yeah, Jasmine Bellini, man. And she was the vice president of the student government. Showcased her discipline, exceptional leadership skills, dedication to being an outstanding representative of the Belize Coast Guard while attaining her degree. So she really, really excelled in her
field.
In her field. So Belize Coast Guard Lieutenant Commander. That's how you get paid. Hey.
And that's how you get the paper.
Hey, that's how you get paid.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine, and I have a picture. And you have a picture up there, Christy, of
Jasmine?
Of Jasmine. Was it in the news thing or no? But shouts out to her, man. You know.
Congratulations, Jasmine.
Yeah. You see, different things you could get into. Not we're not necessarily involved. The good old office type. Some people are built for that, maybe, but there are other ways you could get degrees in other things. I always watch other people like where do, other work other than just the office work, the accounting work and the business management work. The people who excel in other fields. And who knew this was a thing? Masters of Science degree in Maritime Affairs. So, shouts out to her right there, man.
Yeah, big up yourself.
I don't know what that means
Big
when
up yourself.
I don't know what that means when they come back. No picture? No picture. Who's up there?
I don't
Oh,
know.
and you didn't find any? All right, great. Here you go. All right. What else? Time for a break. That's what else.
That's
Yes,
it.
I think it is.
My group, stop the run all the time, you hear?
I know.
Every time the time run up, that's like a groove, boy. I don't know why. Why you make the time to move so? Try to slow down the time. How many miles an hour with the spin, G?
1,000 miles an hour right now.
Damn, you know what I say? I do only research on that. Cause the what you call it, like if you're in a car.
Yeah.
And the car to move
Our compass to fly around in the car.
All right,
You
the
drive,
road
you
compass
drive,
in the
so-
car.
Yeah.
You don't fly in the car bit.
It's because the car simulate the atmosphere around the world.
Has its own atmosphere
So-
inside, right? Right.
Yeah.
I said I do only research on that.
Here's something to think about as we go to break. Do you know that Earth is the only planet in the universe that we know of that have fire?
Say it again.
Earth
only
is
planet.
the only planet in the
In the
entire universe that we know of that have fire.
Fire.
Fire hasn't been discovered in no place else. So people are saying, well, what about the sun? The sun isn't fire. The sun is nuclear fusion. But
Yes.
fire, no, there's no place else in that planet.
Yes.
Simply
Good
because
old
God
combustion.
made
Good
us.
old combustion. Good old igniting
because
the
God made us so
flame.
that the oxygen in the atmosphere is. They said if the oxygen was 5% higher and you light to a match, the whole world would have burned.
Right.
If it was 5% lower, you wouldn't even be able to light it.
Yeah,
Beautiful thing.
the Earth in so many ways that like the ultimate Goldilocks zone you could think about.
Yeah, it
So
is.
many things had to be
everything about
just
it.
right.
Right up until when the aliens fly the moon over there to get away from Nibiru.
So many things had to be just right. Not just one
Yeah.
thing. There are a number of things that had to be just right to make this thing that we call Earth work.
That is my proof that there is a God. My proof that they watch everything what they do.
That's a
happened
telling. That's a
yesterday.
telling tale, Lisa.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
it is.
What a,
Yeah. For you?
you got a break?
No.
No, not yet.
Susan Murphy, a senior statistician, says, let me say this. The media is at fault for the swing toward fascism.
Hmm.
They normalized it and spread the propaganda. And that's exactly what I said. We normalized Trump. We made Trump feel like, oh, you know, an idiot, you know, whatever, whatever. And every time Trump did something, the media reported it. Then they went to the normal people, the Democrats, and said, what do you think about that?
Yeah.
And because the Democrats are like me and we not argue with fool, you know, the Democrats say, let that so. And that was the problem. But again, the media created, you know, this Donald Trump thing.
Yeah,
You know,
I think
because
they should have handled
level,
it
differently.
There's a level to that too, because you know, like you knew what he was, and then it got worse, and like
Exactly.
Yeah.
everybody shocked today, November the 6th, that they actually voting that guy.
On November the 3rd, Trump
Right?
said,
"Yo,
on November
That
the
guy-
3rd, Trump said that a firing squad that McCain, the Senator McCain, should be in front of a firing squad looking down 9 barrels. You imagine if Joe Biden or a sensible Democrat would have said something like
right,
that? But
right.
because it's Trump, they let him go. I do believe that they should revamp the entire media, the foreign indeed, because they're up onto
You're right in a sense,
sensationalism.
because and it is a learning curve that he not the first like politician, if you want to call it that, who actually behaved that way, and regular folks, well, people who thought that that guy would have never made it, but somehow he did.
Mhm.
And so people have to sort of view things differently now, that you would think that normally that would be a disqualification for anybody else. Something is, and again, that's why I say some deep analysis needs to be done here as to what's the draw with this guy and the American people. What's the draw?
Yo,
What?
bro.
We gotta take a
again,
break.
like
That's
I
our
said,
draw.
Yeah. Like I said, if you look at the policies and you look at the direction of the country, the only thing that I could get was that these people were misinformed, or they were not well informed.
Right,
They were
and so there is
misinformed.
right, and so there's a level of culpability on the Democrats for you to watch somebody they misinform and you not doing a good enough job to properly inform.
I know that about half of the planet, if there was a way to get off this sucker, say, stop the spinning, let me get off, they would.
Yeah, I think they fail. They fail to address it properly. I think they've sit down and taken
Yeah.
granted.
After
that-
the first term, the media said, oh, what have we learned? We need to learn how to deal with Trump. And they never learned. They never learned. This guy get on stage and fought in front of people. This guy get on stage and mince. Anyway, let's go to break before.
But that's the thing. He did everything right in front of everybody's face.
Everybody.
Yeah.
And
That
they
was so
didn't
appalling.
care. They didn't
And so
care.
why, again, you go right back to the why. So why, if somebody do all of this right in
Because
front of your face, and they
You
still-
can't understand stupidity then. If everything, even you can't believe it. It has to
I don't
boil
live
down
there,
to
so I don't know. I
stupidity.
can't talk because I don't live there.
It has to boil down to
I
stupidity.
don't live
You
there,
know.
so I can't talk for them
Yeah.
people who live there.
Yeah.
But hey, we outside looking in, that's the way we see.
Mhm.
But you know, like you watch our map. But when you watch our map, sometimes you have to zoom in, and then when you zoom in more, you see communities, and you zoom in more, and then you see
Yeah.
a house, and
But
you know, you see a
You
backyard.
see what
and-
we try. You see what we try explain to the country when government say how we did do so good and with the rebound and thing,
Mm.
and we have to sometime explain. There is a macro economy where government deal in, and there is a micro economy where affect we. And a lot of times the macro economy where affect the country and a whole is doing great, but it hasn't trickled down to us as yet. So we go by the trickle down part where we don't look at the big picture and say, but you know what? On a whole, we do good. We tend to look on the darker side.
Yeah,
And
that's
Donald Trump
politics. That's politics.
Donald Trump was the one that kept spotting the light on the dark side, whether or not it existed or not.
But our politics, you come in next election
Mhm.
right now. If the opposition got their act together, these would be the punching points that they present to the people.
Yeah. Next black person may run for president need to come out like Fred Sanford and start the same way how then call us bad name. We got bad name, or you could call them too. And we need to call out like that. We got to get these out of office.
Right, I gotta get Boca here real quick. Boca call already. Boca, let's go to break again.
Trump lover.
Go to Boca, cause yeah.
What's up, morning?
Talk to
Hey,
me.
good morning.
Yeah, no, today in the morning, a lot of people were anti-orange, no like. We have to say happy Trump Day, little home day, happy Trump Day.
Trump Day, man. That is right.
Yeah, but
Yeah, well, Trump is a hump.
looking at the U.S. elections, right? Sometimes, I know, Groove, you mentioned something that America racist, but if you look at this election since 2016, well, a lot of people of color, what are called black people, the man actually gained. Like, for example, in your state, Groove, New York.
Yes, he
Most
did.
of people vote for Trump
Yes, he gained in New
than
York.
2016.
Yes, imagine.
No call them black people, Boca. No call them black people.
More, you know, so, like, my state where I like go, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, I'm surprised a lot of black people and Latino actually vote more for Trump in a this year than they did 2020 and 2016. So,
We make a Boca. What's your conclusion to that?
well, this side with Americans right now, either two things Groove is that they're already, either surprisingly, if one male was running for president and a female, what the feeling would have been against Trump. But the three things I noticed with this election, why I think Hamburg Kamala is that, one, she got only 3 months to work, and I think President Biden did her an injustice by not stepping down earlier. I mean, nobody else. So that's, to me, it's an injustice they did to her. The second thing, the thing she was going on was abortion. No, America, some of the woman people are Christian. When it comes to church or abortion, that's not there with them. They're against that totally. Then the thing which Trump span was immigration. No, immigration scene, that was the hottest topic in this election.
Yeah, but it wasn't the biggest percentage.
People realize it, that they think that a job may get affected with these songs and then the crime, where they portray on the TV. Then you have a millionaire, billionaire like Elon Musk behind you, the pump money. How can you go wrong? So when you look on the factors, the Groove, Lisa, Frisco, is that you say, man, Kamala, to me, I think should have been. And I always say, maybe this is the time we live to see change America. May I say, our first black man president, our first black woman, our president, we would have unheard of 30 years ago, 40 years ago. But then you look on the issues that were debated, and you said to yourself, where did Kamala went wrong? Because when she first burst on the scene about 3 months ago, the momentum was with her. But something along her campaign, Trump overshadowed her. I like her say, Groove, I understand any politician who are going to politics. I think they should take a page out of Trump book to know how to win. Because I don't understand how that guy could rise up. So, I like you said, Frisco, I listened to earlier, you mentioned that even in one party, but it looked like get rid of he. And somehow it survived. I go right up back, win the Republican nomination. I end up top of the world again. I look for her again. The president of the United States will be January 6th when they inaugurate her. So when you look on this guy, you not like her, but honestly, you must admire as a politician how he could.
Admire me bottom. Okay, the first thing where this guy want to do the pardon himself. The first thing where he do the pardon himself for everybody that broke the law. So whatever America has coming to it, I applaud it. I hope when I go through 4 years of misery with Trump. You guys wanted Trump?
We see how they think they trickle down to Belize and whatnot though, because. But yeah, Boca, thanks.
Yeah.
It no matter because you had some traitorous Belizeans still have voted for Trump. Belize as a country better watch on a back. When you better start to put up on a concertina wire. When you try get on a citrus or on a banana, on a sugar thing in an order. Because changes are gonna come. Trump okays invasion. Trump okays invasion of smaller countries. So yeah. Yo,
we gotta go to break. We'll be right back.
I wish I got 18 million shares. The hell.
Oh God.
Get the man so offensive then, he's like, get the man.
I tell you.
I'll give him an Anderson.
What?
tiny then. Time is flying. I said, I blame Groove for the time to fly, though. I tell you. Welcome back. Where is the thingy? Gotta put this on. Hold on 1 second. Can't find the button. All right, there's the button. There it is.
That's the best time to have 7-Eleven.
Yes, it's at 22 minutes past.
Well, I don't mean I say nothing, you know. I play like I don't know.
May I mislead the public? Yo, Lise,
Yes.
look at that thing I just sent you. In a messenger.
Okay, let me look.
I sent it to Frisco. And it's basically, we can't play it on here because the guy used some curse word. But it's a MAGA supporter. And the guy said basically, y'all think I'm in a cult. He said, we're not in a cult. He said, we love Trump. He said, if Trump told me to jump off of that bridge, he said, I would jump off that bridge because I love Trump. He said, the reason why he said he don't understand why white men don't understand that Trump is trying to protect white men from black people and immigrants. And he knows Trump is a narcissist. He knows Trump is hateful, but he loved Trump. So, like I'm saying, you know, if this was Kamala Harris against George Bush, Kamala Harris against Ronald Reagan, you could say you're talking policies, but nobody know any of Trump policies. So it's not policy, it's just because they blindly love
No, they
this
do,
guy.
but you fail to realize that on the ground they have the senators and the governors where have relationship with the people. You not there for hear that conversation. You know that they rally there. Trump himself as an individual don't know for talk. And you don't care about that. But again, when they talk about if you don't think that they got policies on our view, then that's why they lose. Because you fail to understand that yes, they do. And he tell you what that policy. He did tell you.
Yeah, but the only policy I know about is Project 2025. That new thing that came out. That's the only thing I have never heard about.
You live that Belize, we don't like it, but the people that live there. Again, you show a video.
Muslim ban.
Like we say,
Remember the Muslim ban?
Groove, like we say. You have hard line on each side. That's what we talk about today. We talk about them swing states and why they lose them swing states. That's the point. Everybody know that they may get decided by the swing states. You have the states whether for red, you got the states whether for blue. You don't even have to go through the process to know you don't have that. But then you have them swing states. And they lose ground in them swing states. Why? We don't talk about that guy where you showed. We talk about the swing states where people swing their vote either way every time you have elections. People look like me and you.
Well, I give my same answer that I gave earlier. I don't think I need to give it again.
Well, again, that a year review, but we analyze why something happened. You can't simplify it and show a video from one guy. You know, a hardline supporter, we know they have that. And the other side have their hardliners. We know they have that. They may know that this election will come down to their swing voters in their battle state, their battleground states. And they lose ground in their battleground states. It's simple.
Again, like I said, I don't think that you could do any. Looking back, you could say all kind of things. But when you take the higher ground, when you are giving the right message, when you are trying to unite the nation, you don't feel like some guy out there who they lie to everybody, who they cuss everybody, threaten. You feel like you have more faith in your people. You have more, and nobody knows that the Democrats never do work, you know. I do feel like they could have hit harder on the lies as they were being told. But this election, like Susan Murphy said, and I had said before she did, this was because of the media. The media handled it wrong, and then you had people out there who just follow anybody. Yeah, so,
they have something with it. After their job, decide to lose. Yeah. They have to take their own responsibility. You can't sit down in a vacuum and say that everybody else's fault. You have to take responsibility for your downfall and your decline in popularity, because there was a decline, and they have to figure out why they decline. They can't sit down and take the position that everybody else's fault, that the media fault, that Trump fault, that the white people are fault, that the Latinos are fault. You'll never get back in a power like that. So for politicians, where they want to get back in a power, they want to figure out why. You notice when I begin this conversation, they ask why. And they want.
Sure done and figure it out.
I know me, I know how to figure it out, but we just talk about it, the world will talk about it, and everybody want to ask the same question. Why?
I don't know if the world actually has.
Oh yeah, they are. The world will talk about it. You know the world may watch it.
I don't think they're asking. I don't believe they're asking why. I believe that half of the world knew America was going to do that, and the other half of the world is shocked. I know that NATO find a new leader. NATO need to find a new leader because Trump done say that they are pull out of NATO. So that they have to find a new leader for NATO. Also, like what he said was tell Russia do whatever the hell they want to do, and I'll have to pretty soon defend themselves.
But the bottom line is all the countries, including Belize, have to accept that the way the American people and choose. Right? And then countries like Belize will figure out how they maneuver with whatever comes with that.
I guarantee you see Starlink in Belize directly. Guarantee you.
Well, that's up to real leaders to make that choose that.
Oh, hell no. When you see Trump and Elon decide that Belize ready for Starlink, we are get it. But look at the bright side, folks. You have somebody like Robert Kennedy who had worms eating out his brains. He's going to be in charge of all the health departments. He not, by the way, eat bear and roadkill. You have Elon Musk. He's going to be in charge of restructuring business. And you know what? The first thing he did was fire half of the people the Twitter. So when it begins, yes.
Well, again,
I shall be giddy.
That's the choice they made.
Yep. One person who did not lose popularity is the beautiful Miss Love. And I know she got a girly word for this hump day. What do you mean? True?
Humpity hump.
Yeah.
It's something.
All right. Here it is.
Mark, good morning also to CY. They're in tune.
Yes, and Marky Mark and CY know the way to go on. They know where to go on.
BW is also in tune. Good morning, guys. Miss Di, she's in tune. She's locked in.
BW too.
Miss B and Uncle Charlie, that's what I'm about to say. Good morning, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
What that thing?
I got that is too light for me on the screen.
Okay.
So let me get it off the thing. It says, it's not the load that weighs you down, it's the way you carry it.
All right. Put it on a...
Very good.
Put it on a wheelbarrow.
Put it on a t-shirt.
Say that again for them. I got support that.
Put it on a wheelbarrow.
It's not the load that weighs you down. It's it's the way you carry it. It's the way you carry
it.
Right.
That's right. Very good.
The man's perspective, and it goes that way.
Very uplifting. Girly word, Miss Love. I hope that C.S. Lewis no mean Charles Sebastian Lewis, considering it's a girly word. All right. The man's perspective for this day. As we watch the fellow standing on the precipice. This is the way I feel like right now. I look down and say, should I jump? Anyway, perspective today says, one idiot is one idiot. Okay. 2 idiots are 2 idiots. 10,000 idiots are a political party.
Uh-oh.
And that was said by Franz Kafka.
Who the hell is Franz Kafka?
Obviously, he was in a political party.
He was one of them idiots, huh?
That's right.
Hey, so you say everybody involved in a political party is an idiot?
It all depends on which party it is.
No, you never said that. You never said which party. You said political party.
Well, I have to tell you something. If you got a political party, you have to have your die hard.
Exactly. So that might be a family member of yours. It might be a family member of mine. I can't call my family idiot.
I have had no problem in telling any one of my family member, you don't idiot, for some of them believe. Because...
But then you have your own belief to groove, and they might call you an idiot if you have your belief. But you wouldn't want to call you an idiot.
Good.
I wouldn't want to call you an idiot.
Obviously.
I wouldn't want to call you that because right.
They could have if they think that I'm an idiot, they should tell me.
No, but they shouldn't. They shouldn't. They
name.
shouldn't. They should allow you to have your own view.
Because if they're telling you're an idiot, you're gonna suppress certain things.
Right. You should be able to sit at the table and people have differences, right? Without calling names, right?
No, well, if I there front of the table, front of you, I know I call you an idiot. In my mind, you are an idiot, but I know I call you an idiot front of you. When I negotiate, but I will be negotiating with an idiot.
Yes.
I do that.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I need one butterscotch right now. I need a butterscotch.
Definitely is not an idiot. The legendary, multi-talented, ambidextrous, and bilingual, bifocal, and I know what's the other one, Mr. Frisco.
Oh gosh, I was waiting for that one,
Hey, you was this close.
I was waiting for that one.
All right. Hold on, you had all of a sudden. All right. So you want to do? My thing kind of lengthy today, so I want to leave it because it's already 11:33. I think I have a better chance for get into it tomorrow. Yeah. Kinda. I'll take up the whole rest of the show.
Okay.
So I'll feature that a little earlier tomorrow. Maybe we can.
Okay, we'll
Yes,
see.
we can. See, said waiting.
Let me grab this real quick. This gotta be real quick. This is your guy, Groove. Casale.
Yes, good morning, guys. Good morning,
Casale.
Groove Master. How you doing today, sir?
My boy, I just got this strange feeling at the bottom of my bowels that you voted for Trump.
African-based American, right? But we're not going to do this. I go to do like 3, sometimes 4 times for the year. And every time or every other time I come back in the country, in Texas, I get hosed by immigration, by custom officers. I had a pass probably 20, 25 years ago. I used to give a little trouble and blah, 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 blah. But, every time I get hosed, they put me in an immigration kink. And I'm American, right? So the other time I came back into the country through Houston, they held me, right? I said, look, the next time you hold me again, I'm going to drop in your holding tank and I'm going to file a lawsuit because it's illegal to put a North American or American in a holding tank like that. So I got a lawsuit with the U.S. Customs right now. I ain't going to say how much it is, but when you look at the penal code of sections, you cannot put an American in an immigration holding tank.
Casale.
You know what I'm saying? Casale. Harass any time as an American, so I'll tell you what you guys are going through. And it is very dangerous for a person that committed a crime, let's say 15, 20 years ago. You think that went off your record in the state of Texas, or you got a green card. A green card is just a privilege here in America. It's not something that's keep you here for life. They could take that at any time. And the worst crimes right now for a person getting caught in America is a possession of sales. It could be a nickel bag, it could be a dime bag of weed, possessions. Once you get convicted or go to court for that, and you go to Belize on a vacation, and you come back into the country, they're going to do a U-turn, you go right back to Belize. I got 3 or 4 friends who've been convicted of possession of sales or crack cocaine or possession of marijuana. Got green cards and everything. What it is, go party, enjoy themselves. When they come back to the border in Texas, it's over way. You got possession of sales like 15, 20 years ago. You ain't not coming back into this country, even with that green card. It's just a privilege. So it's going to be a little bit more rough now with these borders. Sometimes I feel like I'm a Belizean when I come back to America. You're like, man.
You are a Belizean, Casale. You are a Belizean, American by your thought.
What you are talking about? You from Central America? I
don't know what you explain, and I know how that can be better.
What happened, Casalena realized?
You have to explain that can be better for you.
Casalena realized.
That's why it can be worse for you.
There are different levels of American.
Yeah. So So I got to paperwork now. If they put me at trick again and I fall down and sprain my ankle, I got a big lawsuit on the U.S. Customs. They came
Okay,
over
I hear
here
that, but
trick.
you're the traffic align that with something. What's the point?
There's the point. I mean, things are getting worse when it comes to this immigration thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, if you ain't got no driver's license or no ID on you when you get pulled over, your girl or your man could be driving. But if that person don't have no ID on them, he could be searched. He could be,
Traffic your point of view, and I don't know you're there about this, Casale, but anyway.
Casale, could Casale hear me?
I don't know.
Casale,
Okay.
where
Master.
we want a lot of only dual citizenship.
He
You want to
Who's going to
realize?
talk at the same time?
The immigration is good.
Dual
The
citizenship.
economy is good in different states, but some states like Pennsylvania and those states, we call them the rush states because they lost a lot of jobs. There's a lot of homeless people that have houses out there because of moving the jobs overseas. You know, so I ain't no Trump fan. I ain't no Harris fan. But the economy is not what it is how you see it on paperwork. It's a lot of people.
So you vote for Trump. All right. So we know you vote for Trump, Casale, but let me tell you something. When they stop you, what you have to realize is even though it says American, it says African American or Afro American, you are not level 1 American. Level 1 American are the white people who were born there. Level 2 American, that the black people and the Hispanics and the minorities were born there. Level 3 American, that the one where go there and get it, and then are the one where could get stopped easy because even though it say American, you'd have still level 3 American. So in town they run about the holla, oh, either American, think they can deport you know. They find some way they do it. You know, so anyway, I know there's nothing about that. I glad Trump get in.
Yeah, you read about that. Hey, where's Angry Man? He should be calling. He should be the president.
I'm glad to hear Casale just said, I agree with that. That's a valid point.
Yeah.
I don't think nobody.
But
I disagree with that.
the borders are very terrible over here in America. You can walk across the border. Once you got money in your pocket, you can cross the border at any time. It's faster to cross the border illegally than going through customs at TJ or in Texas.
Yeah, all right. We got a point there. We got that.
Well, I don't care, Casale. If you call 5 times a day, BW, that's still the number 1 fan because he never vote for Trump.
Oh gosh.
Later, Casale. It's
Angry Man.
I see.
No, what? We even want angry guy call right now. What?
Why? Angry guy was happy if the car.
Guy.
He a call and say, I tell you no.
He did.
Yeah. Like I have.
Let's get the weather.
Yes, very good because we have Miss Kasuk. Miss Kasuk here.
Big wins.
Yes.
Gabriel.
Tell her that number 1. I don't know if you know about the Mongols, but we have Miss Kasuk here, and I don't know anything about the Mongols, but I know Mary is the first time that she is in Belize. So, ladies and gentlemen, Mary Kasuk. Yes, go ahead.
Mary what?
Mary Kasuk.
America.
Anyway,
Okay.
your weather fair and
Frisco, you not get it?
the conditions prevail.
I figure more or less. I'm right there.
Mostly sunny skies today and clear to partly cloudy tonight. Showers, if any, will be isolated. Winds, null, light and variable. Ain't that the truth? There's nothing happening with the wind. This data is light chop. Waves beyond the reef 2 to 4 feet. Temperatures for today on the coast 89 degrees Fahrenheit inland areas, 92 degrees Fahrenheit, and in the hills 82 degrees Fahrenheit. We are currently experiencing a low tide. A high tide is on schedule at 1:59 this afternoon. Another low at 6:13 later on this evening, and then another high at 12:29 early Thursday morning. Sunset this evening at
5:18, Milo.
Ain't that something? You're so smart. And the moon will set at 9:35. In our outlook, this is true to Thursday night is for a similar trend in weather conditions. Our forecaster is Tariq Matthews.
Thank you, Mr. Rick Matthews and Mary Casa.
That's a fair assessment. That's a fair assessment.
Yes, Mr. Tariq Matthews and Miss Mary Casa.
Yeah, I know.
Frisco, just get it,
I
please.
get it, yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is indeed a pleasure for me to introduce to you Mr. Jasso. Again, I don't know Mr. Jasso. I don't even know Hugh, where you come from?
You
Jasso.
do not do it.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, here he is. Hugh Jasso.
He did it.
Oh, that is terrible what you did right there.
Hey, Mr. Jasso.
Oh, Lordy Lord. All right, so the significant, let's get the intro, man. You got to get the models.
Yeah, you do.
You got to get the models.
Get the physical depression too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Rafael. Wow. Wow. Rafael. You see? You see why I don't trust anything?
Do I know anyone other than Rafael Martinez? I don't think I know another.
Rafael from Ninja Turtles, I mean.
Well, yeah.
Tropical Depression, there it is. Why, well.
Yeah, there's an artist named Raphael.
Yes.
No, but I don't know.
Rafael Sadiq.
Yeah.
You know Roberto?
All right, so here we go.
Yeah, I know Roberto.
So they were talking about this system, which is Rafael. And up there yesterday, they were talking about, tropical storm and then maybe a category 1 or whatnot. Guess what? They're talking about category 3.
Cat 3.
Currently, it's 110. Yeah, so again,
well, I know that.
Who?
Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman.
Oh yeah, I guess.
I'm telling you.
So yeah. Wild storms, you look at 1 minute there, you could project where it's gonna head. But the intensity seems to be something that, so at its crossing with Cuba, they're talking about somewhere around 115 miles per hour, which is a category 3.
Cat 3.
Easy, just like that. You're looking at it and you say,
we'll be alright.
Yeah, but there you go. Easy, just like that, this thing is ramped up to 110 miles per hour. It's forecast to become a Cat 3 at least. Cat 2 by the time it gets into the Gulf. Unheard of. So, we are seeing an increase in its intensity. So that is what has changed since yesterday and the day before. Just like that. Easy like that. Easy like that.
Easy as pie.
So while you could plan and say, oh, well, you know what? I mean, you could take on 1 and you reach out on a 3. So, it's just to, observe. And, this thing that they call, rapid intensification is a real thing. These storms are getting stronger, quicker. So, yeah.
You know about that rapid intensification? Do you know what's the new word for the thing explode, the thing blow up? Rapid unscheduled disassembly.
Wow.
Yeah, when you hear they say, instead of last year, they used to say the rocket blew up in a space. They say, oh, it had a rapid unscheduled disassembly.
Oh, I think that's spontaneous combustion, well, I guess the new thing.
No, the people had to alight the ship.
All right, we gotta leave right there with that. Yeah, that's the current situation, Rafael. Just like that, 110 miles per hour.
I bet you, Rafael, vote for Trump too. Even though it falls over Puerto Rico.
Category 2 hurricane, right? Easy like that. Category 2.
No.
Forecast to jump to a 3 on its crossing with Cuba. So one in a Cuba take one earlier, and then the other end now.
The other end.
The western end take one on this. So there it is. I mean, looking at it, it's very impressive, just like that. This thing chill out whole nearly 2 weeks down there between Nicaragua, Costa Rica.
Mm-hmm.
But no shame for say that for about a week now we've been saying, yo, something happen next week, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, look at it right there, the visible satellite imagery.
Uh-huh.
Very impressive. Yo, just like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
like
see
that.
the parade, they kind of got up the sign of the cross.
Yeah, you see it? Yeah.
I did tell you. I did tell you.
Hey, boy. All right, let's take a break right here and we'll be right back. You're locked into the morning stew.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
From Radio XTV.
Let's see, who's people celebrating birthdays today?
Sure, it's my birthday.
What's that?
That's what they said.
Are you sure it's my birthday?
Oh,
Again.
Look, of course, darling.
that's Mr. Lenny Bailey, whose birthday it is today. Who is this young lady right here? Who that
Here you
is?
go, redhead.
Well, that is Miss Beverly Lord. We want to say happy birthday to Miss Beverly Lord. Wishing you many, many more from the entire family.
Of course, darling.
Very good.
Happy birthday.
This one was sent by Mer.
Yes.
Rhonda McPherson celebrating her birthday today, coming from your family. Your auntie. Mer said that they niece.
You know,
so yeah.
they wrote a song about her a while ago, you know.
Oh yeah.
Help me, Rhonda, help me, Rhonda. Boom, help me, Rhonda, help. Yeah. I think that was the Beach Boys. Yeah.
Great. Anybody else?
Not that
I do believe that is it. I was in no mood to find birthdays today because there was nothing to celebrate. But let me just say, happy birthday goes out to Mr. Lyndon Fitzgibbons, also to Lisa Hansen and Ishel Arana.
Okay, happy birthday,
I
guys.
forget how to get there the
Happy
last
birthday.
time.
Event. You went through
Who's-
event.
Oh, yeah, I got your events on the side.
Oh, all right. You have to click one then.
Yes.
It leads you to another
You
one.
see that? That means that the first part don't take an effect. The second part, the memory they gonna hold.
So, did you say Lyndon Fitzgibbon?
Yeah,
Yes, I did.
Lyndon is on the three of us Facebook page.
Shakira Bell, birthday today. Oh, Rhonda is here as well on my thing. Marcy Sosa Williams, birthday today. Did you say Lisa Hansen?
Yes, we did.
Yes, he did.
Cher Berdala's birthday today. Antoinette Tarani Sutherland. Leonora Calvin.
Leonora.
Hey, Tanya Bennett. What? I forgot my friend. Birthday today.
Who that is?
Tanya Bennett.
Oh.
Yes, yes.
Happy
All right.
birthday.
Yes, you can.
There you go.
It's
All right, so yeah, that's the birthdays, man. Well, now the Trump, there's a alarming story of domestic violence. I was in the news. We never get a break for talk about it. But for all accounts, they're saying, one ex visiting the home. Whatever happened, the ex gone come back with a gun, one shotgun, they look for shoot.
No.
The lady, like straight up,
lady said-
shoot the lady in front of kids.
Yeah.
But the gun said no. That is wild.
That's definitely an attempted.
That is wild.
You see the question in there, Mr. Frisco? Ladies and gentlemen,
We gotta go.
as
Can we
come to
show
a close-
the lady, the young lady's picture real quick? Miss Bellini Jasmine.
From Jasmine picture?
Yes,
Oh,
there she
there
is.
you
Miss
go.
Bellini.
Congratulations, Jasmine.
looking very smart
There you
and
go.
beautiful.
Of course.
Yes,
Yeah, man.
that's right.
All right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as we wind down this hump day, the 6th day of November, a day that will live in infamy.
Yes, it will.
Yes, we know that a lot of you out there are celebrating, and a lot of you out there are feeling a little bit under the weather. No worry about it. This too shall pass. In the words of a great man, Mr. Edward Norton, from the Honeymooners, Ed Norton said, when the tides of life upset you, when the currents overturn your boat, don't let the fears and tears hold you down. Just lay on your back and float. So let's just float through this next 4 years. Hold your breath and don't sink.
Let's see what's
It's
going on.
love. Tell them what me and Frisco to think, man.
We're thinking that we thank you for tuning in to the stew this beautiful Wednesday. The sun is out, shining bright, yo. Please do take care of yourself. Keep yourself hydrated. If you gotta be out there, please do whatever is right by you. Once again, thank you, Half a Man Ram, and also the cello. Thank you guys for being with us. Also, Miss Di. Respect Half for Miss Di, you know, Miss Di, straight love. But anyway, thank you, Miss Di. God is willing. We will see you right back here tomorrow. Take care of you, and I promise to take care of me. Christy, darling, take care as well. CY. Ayo.
With your sexy sounding self, yo.
Hush.
Bye, Mr. Frisco.
Why are you saying such things?
It's still here.
Yes. Well, like old Trump, the inner power, now I could say all kind of things.
Wow.
Of course, it's a new time.
As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna look for a puppy or a kitten.
Tomorrow, guys.
Yeah, a nice recipe.